everybody, welcome back to 366 Days of Hope. My name is Pearl and I'm here to share our next video, which is the wife life. I have to tell you, I love being a wife. I am so grateful that I have married my best friend and that I can do things for him. But more than that is that I realize there's a lot of responsibilities that fall on my shoulders as a wife. But you have to learn to communicate with your spouse and to work together. And one of the big things is whoever gets home first, you try to do what you can to, help the other person. So this morning, I had literally 30 minutes before I had to get onto a phone call with a prospective client and do, of course, the sales pitch and all of that. So after that 30 minutes, I then had to get in, do my classes, and then come back home and get all the grocery out, putting them away, and trying to just think about how I can prepare it so that when my husband comes home and it's his turn to go ahead and do the cooking tonight, he has everything that he needs. And this is a way in which, as a wife, it's so helpful, because honestly, when I think about some of my single friends, I love you guys out there, okay? I love you, absolutely love you. But I can see it is so challenging. I really don't know how you guys do it by yourselves. I really don't, but more power to you, because it is definitely a challenging world. And I can say right now, what a blessing it is to have a helping hand. Like this morning, I know my husband, had a lot to do. We both kind of woke up a little later than we wanted to, and he, ended up making a smoothie and prepared our lunch today. And I was trying to get busy too, to get ready. And he's like, I have a lot to do. I was like, yeah, I'll hop in when I can hop in to take over some of that stuff to lighten your burden so he can get ready for work. But this tag teaming is just a blessing. We just have to learn to just, there's a moment where he said something to me that I about wanted to just be like in his face about, and I realized, nope, you know what, as a wife, I'm here to support him. I'm not here to be his enemy or to be antagonistic. And as a wife, I need to be supporting and realize that he just feels stressed out, and I know exactly how that feels, because I've had moments and mornings just like that, and I can't sit there and snap back. So instead, I just went ahead and helped out, and we were able to tag team, and it caused zero conflict in our house. And this is something that I'm just learning more and more as I get older, is that learning how to tag team with each other as we do things together, but also knowing that our home, the type of home I want to create, really has a lot to do too with how I'm going to react to some of the things I may not like to hear. I can choose to be reactive or not reactive. So that's one of the other things that I'm learning as a wife. But despite all of that, I love being a wife. I love being there for my husband, and we just help each other. I this morning massaged his legs, and in the evenings my husband massages my feet, so it's just a give and take. And this is something I'm so grateful for. I am loving being a wife and being there for my husband, and just wanted to hop on here because I have got to get going. So before I end up being late, I'm gonna shower, get ready, and bolt on out of here. But I wanted to encourage you guys, wives out there. I know if you feel like you're struggling and you're just like, oh, I can't even do this anymore. I feel like I'm alone. Communicate. That is the 100% thing I feel like needs to happen really well in our relationships for them to succeed, is the communication. Communication is key, and being able to know when to hold your tongue as a wife, and recognizing the difference of criticizing our husband and supporting our husband. And that's something I personally am growing in and learning. And I have appreciated the growth, because when you're married, you're putting two different brains, two different, upbringing together. So of course there's going to be things that are locked into our system that are very different from the other person because they had a different upbringing. But knowing that you have the ability to change the narrative for yourself and maybe change the way that you do things, is beautiful. And honestly, as a wife, I've grown so much, and I'm so thankful that I have an amazing husband. I still remember, this is awful, but I remember when I first got married, my sister had said something disparaging about my husband. Like, why are you marrying him? He's not doing anything. He's a loser. And the thing is, I saw so much potential in my husband, and he wasn't like that. And in fact, he is such an amazing husband. And it just made me kind of sad that my sister had that perspective and she never got to know him. She never spent one single time getting to know him. She just had this one incident where I was frustrated and I was allowing my frustration to come out, and she took that frustration and decided to basically try to destroy my husband's reputation in front of me. And one of the things that I tell a lot of women is we need to stop destroying our husband's reputation. And second, we need to uplift our husband, because if we can do that, we can create a very good home life. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about unhealthy, toxic men. I'm not talking about abusive men, okay? I'm talking about genuinely good-hearted men who work hard, and maybe certain things are stacked against them. That life may not have always been fair. But if you see a good man inside of them, and you believe in them, sometimes that's all it takes for them to become the best and most amazing man. And don't let anyone, tear them down in front of you. Not their character, because they don't know them next to Adam. You, as a wife, know your man. And don't let anyone try and destroy that. And so one of the big things I really, really encourage is for us to enjoy being a wife. And so I just wanted to share that quick gratitude. And with that said, may you live, thrive, and be healthy. Take care, guys. Bye.